Let us start chemistry. In chemistry, electrochemistry numericals we will see. In electrochemistry numericals, let us see the first. Let us see the first sum. We will see the first sum. We will see this first sum. Now we will see the first sum. In the first sum, we have seen Kf value. We have seen Kf value for this complex. We have seen. First sentence is over. Next sentence we will see. See this place. 250 ml. 250 ml of 0.1 molar copper sulfate aqueous is electrolyzed by passing a current of 3.512 ampere for 1368 seconds. Okay. Now here you are what solution you are taking means copper sulfate solution you are taking. How much means 250 ml you are taking. To this how much what is the concentration means 0.1 molar. Copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution concentration is 0.1 molar. Volume is 250 ml. Volume is 250 ml. To this you are passing a current you are passing 3.512 ampere current you are passing. How much time you are passing in the sense to 1368 seconds you are passing. So what will happen? What will happen to this? That we'll see. So we are taking copper sulfate solution. What volume you see 250 ml. What concentration you see 0.1 molar. You are passing current to how much current in the sense 3.512 ampere to what time in the sense 1368 second. Okay, 1368 second you are passing. Sir, okay. So you are taking copper sulfate solution in the vessel. You are taking copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution in the vessel you are taking. What is the concentration in the sense 0.1 molar? What is the volume means 250 ml. To this you are passing current. Current you are passing. You are passing current. What is the ampere of current you are passing in the sense 3.512 ampere current. 3.125 ampere current you are passing. To what time you are passing in the sense you are passing for 1368 second. 1368 second. Sorry, okay. So due to that what happens means electrolysis takes place. Due to this what is happening in the sense electrolysis taking place. Electrolysis in the sense cathodic reaction, anodic reaction. So at cathode what happens we'll see. At cathode. At cathode, reduction is possible, which is going for reduction in the sense water is going for reduction. Water goes to cathode and undergoes reduction. So you will get hydrogen gas and then OH minus aqueous, OH minus aqueous, like this possible. At cathode, what is the possibility in the sense like this? Sorry, okay. If you want to remove this off, if you want to remove this off, multiply this equation by 2. Multiply this equation by 2. Sorry, okay. So you are multiplying by 2 like this. Okay. At cathodic process, we said at cathode, this is one possibility. What is another possibility in the sense copper ion goes to the cathode and takes 2 electrons and becomes copper. So out of these two, which is preferential in the sense this is preferential. So this is possible at the cathode. Next, we will see the anode. At anode, what is the possibility in the sense one is anion sulfate. Sulfate goes to anode and becoming S2OA 2 minus and plus 2 electrons. And another possibility is what in the sense water goes to the anode and gives what means oxygen gas and H plus ions and electrons. In this anodic process, which is preferential in the sense this is the preferential. Sorry, okay. We came to know anodic process and cathodic process. We came to know. Sorry, okay. Now, how much we will see number of moles of electrons. We will see here see 2 moles of electrons. If you pass if 2 moles of electrons, if you take 1 mole of copper ion goes for reduction, 1 mole of copper is 1 mole of copper depositing on the cathode. Here 2 moles of electrons means 2 Faraday of electricity. 2 Faraday of electricity means half mole of oxygen gas is produced at anode and 2 moles of H plus ions goes to where in the sense electrolytic solution. Sorry, okay. So now let us take 2 Faraday of electricity. 2 Faraday in the sense 2 into 96,500 coulomb. 2 into 96,500 coulomb. If this much current is passed in the sense 1 mole of copper ion, 1 mole of copper ion undergoing reaction, so disappearing. 1 mole of copper ion is disappearing. 1 mole of copper ion is disappearing as copper. So 2 Faraday of electricity. 2 Faraday of electricity means 2 into 96,500 coulomb. This much current. 2 into 2 Faraday of electricity means 1 mole of copper ion is disappearing. That means 1 mole of copper is depositing on the cathode. 1 mole of copper is depositing on the cathode. Sorry. Here, how much current we are passing, that we will see. How much current we are passing, that we will see. How much current we are passing in the sense 3.512 ampere, 3.512 ampere into 1368 second. This is ampere, this is second. Ampere into second is called coulomb. If you pass this much current, how much quantity of copper ion is disappearing? That point we will see. How much copper ion disappearing? That point we are seeing. Okay. So we will write what in the sense 3.521. So 512. Here it is 512. It is what means 512. So 512 into 1368. 1368 by 2 into 96,500. This many moles of copper ions disappearing. This many moles of copper ions disappearing. Okay, you understand this point very clearly. Here it is 2 moles of electrons means 2 Faraday. 2 Faraday of electricity, if you pass, 1 mole of copper ion is disappearing. 1 mole of copper ion is disappearing. So 2 Faraday of electricity means 2 into 96,500 coulomb. This much is passed means 1 mole of copper ion from the solution disappearing. But how much current we are passing means 3.512 ampere we are passing. For how much time means 1368 second. If you multiply these two, you will get coulomb. This much coulomb if you pass, how much copper ion is disappearing means this much copper ions are getting disappeared. Okay. So how much copper ion is getting disappeared, that we came to know that. How much copper ions are getting disappeared. How much copper ion getting disappeared, that we know in terms of moles. Sorry, okay. Now, how much copper ion getting disappeared? How much copper ions? How many moles of copper ions getting disappeared? That we came to know that. Okay. Next we will see that. Now we will see this statement again. This 250 ml is there. No, this 250 ml. This point you see. 250 ml of 0.1 molar copper sulfate solution is electrolyzed by passing a current of 3.512 amperes for 1368 seconds. 1368 seconds. Okay. That means initially how many moles of copper ions we are taking, that we'll see. Initially how many moles of copper ions we are taking, that point we'll see. Next we'll see how many moles of copper ions getting disappeared due to reaction, that we'll see. Then we will see how much copper ions remaining, that point we'll see. So initially how much copper sulfate we are taking? 250 ml, 0.1 molar we are taking. How much current we are passing? 3.512 ampere current we are passing. For how much time in the sense 1368 second. For 1368 second. This much time we are passing. Due to that copper ions are getting disappeared. So how much copper ions are remaining, that we will see. How much copper ions are remaining, that point we will see. Now here we will see that initially how much we have taken, that point we will see. Initially we have taken how much, that we will see. Initial value we are seeing. Initial if you take that means 250 ml. 250 ml means 0.25 liter. 0.25 liter into concentration is 0.1 molar. Molar means mole per liter. Molar means mole per liter. It is equal to how much means 0.025 moles. 0.025 moles. This is so that number of moles of copper ions. Number of moles of copper ions. Number of moles of copper ions is equal to how much means 0.025 moles initially. This much we are taking initially. Initially this many moles of copper ions we have taken. You see that 250 ml. 250 ml we are converting into liter, therefore 0.25 liter, and concentration is 0.1 mole per liter. Liter getting cancelled. You are multiplying these two, you are getting 0.025 moles. So number of moles of copper ions is 0.025 moles. Okay. It is the number of moles of copper ions. How many moles of copper ions disappearing means this many moles of copper ions disappearing. So how many moles of copper ions left in the solution, that we'll see. How many moles of copper ions left in the solution, that we'll see. So number of moles of copper ions, number of moles of copper ions left in the solution, number of moles of copper ions left in the solution is equal to initial value minus how much disappeared. Initial value we'll see. Initial value is this much, 0.025. This is the initial value. That initial value will take. So initial value is 0.025 moles. How much disappearing, that we will subtract. Disappearing is how much means 3.512 into 1368 by 2 into 96,500. That is disappeared. So how much disappeared? How much disappeared in the sense 3.512 into 1368 by 2 into 96,500 coulomb. This many moles are disappearing. Okay, so we got a number of moles of copper ions left in the solution. We got number of moles of copper ions left in the solution. We got. Now we will see concentration of copper ions. Concentration of copper ions left in the solution. Concentration of copper ions left in the solution is equal to x moles by volume of solution. Volume of solution is 0.25 liter. Volume of solution is what in the sense 0.25 liter. From this we will get a concentration of copper ion left in the solution we got. So concentration of copper ion left in the solution we are getting, that is this much. Concentration of copper ion left in the solution is this much. Okay, now see that it is the number of moles of copper ions present initially. This many moles of copper ions disappearing due to electrolysis and depositing on the cathode. So how many moles of copper ions left in the solution means this many moles. So this many moles of copper ions left in the solution. Volume of solution is 250 ml, that is 0.25 liter. So what is the concentration of copper ions? What is the concentration of copper ions left in the solution means 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar. Okay, let us see the, let us continue the question. Let us continue the question. Sorry, okay. In the question, now we will see that, now we will go for which point in the sense, with this point we will see. Okay, electrolysis is over. Electrolysis is over. Next we will see this point. See that after electrolysis. Now see after this point you see, after is there, no, that point you see. After passage of this charge, sufficient quantity of ammonia aqueous is added to electrolyzed solution, maintaining concentration of ammonia 0.1 molar. That means you see, you are doing electrolysis. After doing electrolysis, what you are adding? Aqueous ammonia you are adding. How much ammonia you are adding? Constant, how much ammonia you are adding? 0.1 molar. 0.1 molar you are adding, or are you adding 0.1 molar ammonia concentrated you are adding? Otherwise, you are adding ammonia solution till the resultant solution becomes 0.1 molar in ammonia. That point you have to clearly understand. Now see, for that we will see again. After this point you see electrolysis is over. After electrolysis, that point you see again. After passage of this charge, sufficient quantity of ammonia aqueous is added to electrolyzed solution, maintaining concentration of ammonia 0.1 molar. 0.1 molar. This sentence see very properly. See very properly. You are adding, you are doing electrolysis. After the electrolysis, you are adding ammonia. You are adding ammonia in the sense, are you adding 0.1 molar ammonia into the electrolyzed solution? Otherwise, we are going on adding ammonia aqueous into the electrolyzed solution till the electrolyzed solution becomes the concentration 0.1 molar. In that two statements, which statement do you agree? Which statement do you feel that you think? Okay, so first initially what we have taken, we'll see. Initially we took copper sulfate solution. What is the concentration means 0.1 molar. What is the volume means 250 ml. It is taken for electrolysis. It is taken for electrolysis. After electrolysis, we got a resultant solution. After electrolysis, we got resultant solution. In the resultant solution, copper concentration is how much means 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar. It is left. After after electrolysis, in the resultant solution, copper ion is remaining. Concentration of copper ion is 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar. To this, you are adding ammonia. You are adding ammonia. What they are saying in the sense, in what way they are saying this point, you have to understand very clearly. You have to understand very clearly. You are adding ammonia into the solution till the resultant solution, till this resultant solution becomes concentration 0.1 molar. This point, understand very clearly. You are not adding 0.1 molar ammonia. In this statement, what they are saying means, we are not adding 0.1 molar ammonia. We are going on adding ammonia continuously till the resultant solution gets concentration 0.1 molar. That's what they are saying. Sir, okay. So what they said at that point, we have understood clearly. Sir, okay. Next point we will see. Next point we will see. Next question we will continue. Question will continue. Now see, this statement, you see, last statement in this question. First question, last statement. If complex is detectable, if complex is detectable up to its concentration as low as 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5, would a blue color be shown by the electrolyzed solution on addition of ammonia? This sentence, this last statement again, you see, if complex is detectable up to its concentration as low as 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5, would a blue color be shown by the electrolyzed solution on addition of ammonia? Sir, okay. Now, this complex will take. This complex is having blue color, we know that. That intensity of blue color is there, no? This complex is having blue color, okay. This intensity of this blue color can be visible. Intensity of blue color is visible if this concentration is minimum 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5 molar. If this concentration is minimum 10 to the power of minus 5 molar, then only this blue color is visible, otherwise not. So if the concentration of this complex is greater than 10 power minus 5 molar, certainly this blue color is visible to the eye. If the concentration of this complex is less than 10 power minus 5 molar, then this complex color is not visible to the eye. That's what they are saying. That's what they are saying. Sir, okay. Now what they are saying means, now electrolysis is over. We are adding ammonia into the electrolyzed solution. Now blue color is appearing or not appearing. That's what they are asking. Blue color solution will show blue color or will not show blue color. That's what they are asking. Sir, okay. Now let us see this one. Sorry. Okay. So now initially we took copper sulfate solution. It is taken for electrolysis. We got resultant solution. In resultant solution, concentration of copper ion is 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar. To this you are adding ammonia. Okay. To this solution you are adding ammonia means this copper ion and ammonia, will they combine to form a complex? What do you think? Will it form a complex or not? You think this copper ion, this in this solution copper ion is there. You are adding ammonia. This copper ion, will it combine with ammonia to form a complex? Sir, okay. Whether it is possible or not, we will see. We will see. Practically, we have to see that is not possible. Theoretically, we will write on the screen. We will write. We will write on the screen. Sorry, okay. So what we are writing in the sense, Cu2 plus aqueous plus 4 times ammonia, 4 times ammonia gives the complex, Okay, CuNH3 4 times 2 plus aqueous. Complex we have written. For this equilibrium constant is how much means, equilibrium constant is given. That equilibrium constant we discussed, that is as 1.1 into 10 to the power of 13. Sir, okay. Now, what is the concentration of copper ion? That we have to see. Concentration of copper ion. Before adding this ammonia, what is the concentration of copper ion? You see 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay. 4.28 into this concentration of complex is 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar. Okay. You are adding ammonia. You are adding ammonia in the sense, you are adding ammonia. how much ammonia we are adding means we are adding ammonia such that the solution, the resultant solution, in the resultant solution, concentration of ammonia becomes 0.1 molar. That means at equilibrium, concentration of ammonia is 0.1 molar. That means after the reaction, after electrolysis in the resultant solution, remaining Cu2 plus is there. You are adding ammonia. You are adding ammonia in the sense this Cu2 plus takes ammonia and gives this complex. So you are going on adding ammonia till the resultant solution becomes 0.1 molar, means at equilibrium concentration of ammonia is 0.1 molar. That is the meaning. Sorry, okay. Now complex is possible. Now you say that, see this Kf value, see the equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant is 1.1 into 10 power 13. This equilibrium constant says that this equilibrium lies almost right or almost left. What you say? This Kf says that equilibrium lies almost right. Do you agree with this point? You see the equilibrium constant. What is the equilibrium constant given? Kf is equal to 1.1 into 10 power 13. This meaning is what? This Kf is equal to what we can say means in the numerator we can write the complex. In the numerator we can write the right side of the equation. In the denominator we can write left side of the equation. Left side of the equation we have written in the denominator. Now say that Kf is 10 power 13 in the sense numerator is much high when compared to denominator. Therefore, equilibrium lies almost right. Equilibrium lies almost right in the sense this copper ion is almost completely reacted. This copper ion is almost completely disappeared. Disappeared as what? 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 complex. This copper ion is almost completely converted into the complex. So what is the concentration of complex in the sense 4.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So concentration of complex is this much. Okay. Now what they said in the sense what they're asking in the sense whether the solution will appear complex color or not. Complex is having blue color. This complex is having blue color. That blue color is appearing or not appearing. That's what they're asking. For that they are saying that minimum concentration of complex is how much means 10 to the power of minus 5 molar. If the complex color is this, if the complex concentration is this much, then color of complex is visible. Color of complex is visible to the eye. Color of complex is visible to the eye. Okay. If the concentration of complex is minimum this much, then color of complex is visible to the eye. Now say what is the concentration of complex is produced, you see. What is the concentration of complex produced, you see. Compare this value with the 10 to the power, this value. Compare this value with this value. Now say whether solution will exhibit this color or not. Solution will exhibit this color or will not exhibit this color. Solution color will appear. Solution is exhibiting this color. We can say. So we can say that color of complex. We can say color of complex is how much. That means complex color is visible to the eye. We can say complex color is visible to the eye. We can say that means we can see the blue color. That's what they are saying. Okay. So this first question is over. Let us go for a second question. We'll see. So let us see the second question. Now let us see the second question. Second question you take. In the second question, what they're asking, we will see. See the second question. Second question we'll see. A current of 3.7 ampere is passed for 6 hours between nickel electrodes in 0.5 liter of 2 molar solution of nickel nitrate. You see this statement. First statement, you see that in the first statement, what solution we are taking means nickel nitrate solution we are taking. In the first solution, in the second problem, what solution we are taking? Nickel nitrate. Okay. So we are taking a nickel nitrate solution. We are taking nickel nitrate solution. Sorry. In the second problem, what we are taking in the sense nickel nitrate solution we are taking. Nickel nitrate solution. Nickel nitrate solution we are taking. Nickel nitrate solution contains Na2 plus aqueous and NO3 minus aqueous. NO3 minus aqueous. Nickel nitrate solution contains these are the ions. Sorry. Next, in the nickel nitrate solution, what concentration we are taking? You see, 2 molar concentration. Nickel nitrate solution we are taking 2 molar. What is the volume in the sense 0.5 liter? What is the volume we are taking in the sense 0.5 liter we are taking? Okay, 0.5 liter, 2 molar we are taking. Sorry, okay, 0.5 liter we are taking. Concentration is 2 molar. Concentration is how much in the sense 2 molar. Okay, so now this concentration given 2 molar. What is the volume in the sense 0.5 liter is given. Sir, okay. Next, we are taking this for electrolysis. We are taking this for what process in the sense electrolysis process. So we are passing current. We are passing current for certain time. We are passing current for certain time. To what time we are passing current? You see, 6 hours. We are passing current for 6 hours. What is the current amount? Quantity of current? You see, 3.7 ampere. So 3.7 ampere. Time is 6 hours. Okay. So 3.7 amperes current we are passing. 3.7 amperes current we are passing. To what time we are passing? In the sense 6 hours. To 6 hours we are passing. What is the electrode? We will see. What is the electrode given? You see in the second line, nickel electrodes are given. Nickel electrodes are given. Okay. So what is the electrodes given in the sense we are taking nickel electrodes we are taking. Okay, nickel electrodes are given. So it has taken for electrolytic process. Okay, now we will see the electrolytic process. We will see in the cathode what is the process taking place. In the anode what is the process taking place, that point we will see. Cathodic process, anodic process, that we will see. Cathodic process and anodic process, that point we will see. Okay, in the cathode what is the possibility? In the cathode, what is the possibility? Cation goes to the cathode. Cation is a nickel ion. It goes to the cathode. It takes 2 electrons and becomes nickel. This is one possibility. Another possibility, water goes to the cathode and takes electron and becomes hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas, OH minus goes to the solution. OH minus goes to the solution. Sorry, okay. Now we will see the SRP values. We will see SRP values. We will see SRP of nickel electrode. Let us see. SRP of nickel electrode, how much given? See in the second question, SRP of nickel electrode given as minus 0.23 volt. SRP of nickel electrode given as minus 0.23 volt. Okay. For this SRP is given minus 0.23 volt given. For this SRP is not given, but we have to, by practice we can remember minus 0.83 volt. Okay. Now which is having higher SRP in the sense nickel, therefore this is possible. It is possible. So at cathode what is happening means at cathode what is happening in the sense Ni2 plus taking 2 electrons and becomes Ni. So nickel is undergoing reduction at the cathode. Nickel is undergoing reduction at the cathode. Okay. Now we will see anodic process. At anode what happens means here see that nickel anode, nickel electrode. Here given is nickel electrode. Anode is nickel. Nickel electrode. Nickel electrode in the sense it is active. Active electrode. Active electrode in the sense it will go for anodic dissolution. So that nickel solid is undergoing oxidation and becomes what means Ni2 plus aqueous. This is going to solution, that's why, and 2 electrons. For this SRP is how much in the sense minus 0.23 volt. So what is another possibility in the sense NO3 minus becoming NO4 minus, another possibility. Next possibility is what, in the sense water goes to the anode and becoming oxygen gas, and H plus ions goes to the solution and electrons. For this SRP is equal to 1.23 volt. Now we can say that anodic process means less SRP. Anodic process means less SRP, therefore this is possible. So at anode what is happening means anodic dissolution possible. At anode what is possibility, in the sense anodic dissolution is possible. Now you see that at anode what is possible means nickel electrode is undergoing dissolution. At anode what happens means nickel is undergoing oxidation. So nickel oxidizes and becomes Na2 plus, that goes to solution. That goes to solution. At cathode what is happening means Na2 plus from the solution. Na2 plus from the solution goes to the cathode and undergoing reduction and depositing as nickel. Sir, now you think that if in the cathode 2 moles of electrons consumed, in the sense at the anode 2 moles of electrons will be liberated. It is a process. Loss is equal to gain always. Loss is equal to gain always. So at the cathode 2 moles of electrons consumed, in the sense at anode 2 moles of electrons should be liberated. This should, in this way only process should be taking place. Loss should be equal to gain. So at the cathode, suppose 4 moles of electrons consumed, in the sense at anode 4 moles of electrons should be lost. Okay. So the thing, they see very properly, at cathode what happens means nickel ion from the electrolytic solution, the undergoing reduction and depositing as nickel at the cathode. At anode what happens means nickel anode is undergoing oxidation and becoming Na2 plus, which goes to the solution. So at anode, anodic dissolution is possible. At cathode what is happening means nickel is undergoing reduction. Okay, you have understood that at cathode what is happening, at anode what is happening. Okay, due to this process what happens to the size of anode, you think? What happens to the anode, what is happening? Nickel is undergoing dissolution. Therefore size of anode what will happen? Size of anode decreases. Size of anode reduces. At cathode nickel is depositing. Therefore size of cathode what is happening? Increases. Size of cathode rises. Size of anode reduces. What happens to the concentration of nickel ion in the electrolytic solution? What happens to the concentration of nickel ion in the electrolytic solution? Do you feel that it will decrease due to cathodic process? It will increase due to anodic process? What do you think? Due to cathodic process, the concentration of nickel ion decreases, 1 point. Due to anodic process, concentration of nickel ion increases, another point. You are saying that remains same. Okay, you are saying remain same, in the sense you are saying that at anode, due to anodic dissolution, nickel ion comes to the solution, comes to the electrolytic solution. Due to cathodic process, nickel ion goes to the cathode. That means how much nickel ion comes from anode, that much nickel ion goes to the cathode. Therefore concentration of nickel nitrate in the electrolytic solution remains same. That's what you are saying. Concentration of nickel nitrate in the electrolytic solution remains same, you are saying. Okay, we will see the question now. We'll continue the question. In the second question, you see the third line, second sentence, you see what will be the molarity of solution at the end of electrolysis? What will be the molarity of solution at the end of electrolysis, they are asking. So what shall we say? Same this 2 molar shall we say, or different value shall we say? Now they are asking that molarity, they are asking what value shall we say? Same 2 molar or different? That means concentration of nickel nitrate remains same, in the sense the answer will be 2 molar. That's what you are saying. Sir, okay. Now let us see, let us go for third question. Let us go for third question. Let us read the third question. Third question, you see that a zinc rod, let us read the third question. A zinc rod weighing 25 gram was kept in 100 ml of 1 molar copper sulfate solution. That means you see this question, you are taking copper sulfate solution. To this copper sulfate solution concentration how much means 1 molar, volume is how much means 100 ml. To this what you are dipping? Zinc rod you are dipping. Zinc rod zinc rod you are dipping a zinc rod mass is how much means 25 gram. Zinc rod mass is how much in the sense 25 gram we are saying. Sir, okay. So you are doing like this. Now we are going for a third question. In the third question, what we are taking in the sense copper sulfate solution we are taking. We are taking copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution we have taken. This copper sulfate solution concentration is how much means 1 molar we have seen. Volume is how much we have seen 100 ml. What is the mass of then we are dipping zinc rod into this. Zinc rod we are dipping into this. Zinc rod we are dipping. Zinc rod mass is how much in the sense 25 gram. Zinc rod mass is how much in the sense 25 gram. Okay. Zinc rod mass we have seen. Sorry. Next we will continue the question. In the third question, second line, you see, after a certain time, the molarity of copper ion in solution was 0.8. So what happens? You see here, this point you see that second sentence you see, after a certain time, the molarity of copper ion in solution was 0.8. Okay, 0.8. The concentration of copper ion becomes 0.8. They are saying. Okay, now after certain time, what happens to the concentration of copper ion in the solution means concentration of copper ion becomes 0.8 molar. Why is it so? What do you think? Concentration of copper ion getting reduced. Why is it so? That means here copper ion concentration initially 1 molar now becomes 0.8 molar in the sense copper ion going for reaction or what? Copper ion going for reaction that zinc displaces you are saying. That means here copper ion Cu2 plus takes 2 electrons and becomes copper. Copper is precipitating. Why? Because zinc is displacing. So zinc is undergoing oxidation to give Zn2 plus aqueous and 2 electrons. Here what happens in the sense zinc is undergoing oxidation. Zinc is undergoing oxidation. Copper is undergoing reduction. Therefore, like this happening. Sir, okay. Now, initially we will see the millimoles of copper ions. We will see here millimoles in the sense you multiply this 100 ml with 1 molar, we will get millimoles. How much millimoles of copper ions in the sense 100 millimoles of copper ions. 100 millimoles of copper ions. So now here you will see here volume is 100 ml. Here volume is 100 ml. Here 100 ml means here also 100 ml. Let us multiply these two. If you multiply these two, you will get 80 millimoles of copper ions. 80 millimoles of copper ions. So how many millimoles of copper ions are disappearing? You see here 100 millimoles of copper ions are there. Here 80 millimoles of copper ions present. So how many millimoles of copper ions are disappearing? 20 millimoles of copper ions are disappearing. 20 millimoles of copper ions are disappearing. That means how many millimoles of zinc ions appearing? 20 millimoles of zinc ions appearing. 20 millimoles of zinc ions appearing. Do you agree with it? How much copper ions are disappearing? That much zinc ions are appearing. How much copper ions are disappearing? That much zinc ions are appearing. Because here 2 electrons, here also 2 electrons. Here oxidation number +2 becomes 0. Here 0 is converting into +2. Therefore, 20 millimoles of copper ions disappearing means 20 millimoles of zinc ions appearing. Okay.